You are now politicking with Poe on PoPolitickin.com.
I don't know how y'all see it, but when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children. You know what I mean?
Yo, what up? This Rem of the Villins, not Rem the villain, you know what I mean? But I'm on politicking and tricking, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't tricking, but I'm out.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
Separate the bullshit from the authentic.
One time.
Not in your catalog, cutting in decks, I'm always on it, dog. Your fake Jews belong to synagogues. The sound of broken glass, Mazel Tov. These Sopranos rap, I'm low-key without a Tessa act. They mixing up, boiling and balling, and niggas jacking that. Just because what you did is facts, don't mean that you can rap. They forge your lies that they fortified, could feel it then they dab. If it's genuine, I'm like Duval with it. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas, I break the pendulum. True lies, y'all bugging out, fruit flies. My lines form, y'all form lines and nosedives. Say less, I'm good with my cess. Some skipping steps, try and walk in other shoes just to pay less. Phony niggas try and dial in, doing in how to dial in. They invest, but it ain't no time spent. Fake love worse than none. You can't reverse what's done. I never been taken for a loop, don't get spun. What's real don't have to be spoke. Not about how to thrive, provoke. Then your time around me revoke. Keep it smooth as gelato, the coke color mulatto. Blunt never hollow, it's stuff brown in the bottle. Smooth as gelato, the coke color mulatto. Blunt never hollow, it's stuff brown in the bottle. Smooth as gelato, the coke color mulatto. Blunt never hollow, it's stuff brown in the bottle. Smooth as gelato, the coke color mulatto. Chronicles, chronic brew, no interludes. With the queen playing jazz in my room, she into nude, I'm politely rude. Big fish don't swim with the school. Small crew with a dolo, my fist like a two-door coupe. We gon' ride, renege, you ain't gotta follow suit. These black doors quest love and it's coming from my roots. It don't reciprocate, I don't trip. Confidence lace, waves spinning like I dig in the crates. Find the top, scratch that. If it's half-fast like a hatchback, invest in myself, life's a NASDAQ, and two with the flow. I stepped on the peddling roads. When given no opportunities, then you make one your own. Spiritual loans, make sure they pay what they owe. And the payback and gotta be dope. Time is of the essence, gotta respect it and check it. Reset it, learn from the bad moves and pay dues as long as that I'm reflecting.
God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. I hope that sometimes I hope. I feel good sometimes I hope. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. I hope that sometimes I hope. I feel good sometimes I hope.
Y'all two mixy margaritas. You're more concerned with ice. You need to own you with readers. Eating off another slice until you're open and bleeding. Get your own, stop leeching. The paper there if you reaching. Ask Stevie if you see what you wonder. My nigga, you still slumber. Cuffing for comfort. I need my paper colored and numbered. What got easy turn hard and you flop. Alter shots, I readjust. You just double pumping and fuss. When I'm sent for, it was written. So never scared to position myself in front of opposition. And further the mission, fuck the precinct. They pressed but never left creases, not even the thesis. I faced the odds just to get even, not even knowing I would have been a different man if the cops found shells that the officer said that he saw me throwing. Allegedly, the edge of me won't let me fall off. No matter the cost, never force, just follow the course of
God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. I hope that sometimes I hope. I feel good sometimes I hope. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. I hope that sometimes I hope. I feel good sometimes I hope.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go on Amazon Music, go on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Type in PoPolitickin and listen to some of our interviews since 2008. 1212 and place to be with Rim. How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's good?
Chill, man. I'm happy to have you on the show, man. Like you got some heavy bars over there.
Oh man, I could do a little something with the raps and the words, you know what I mean?
Oh man, you really like I said, I done been doing this 2008. You up there, man. I was like, oh, okay, this shit is nice. I've been listening
no
to
doubt. Good looking, bro.
So I know you from Brownsville, right?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
So just take us back, how old when you first started remembering about hip hop, what age you think you were?
Oh man, let me see. I know I was about maybe 10. Maybe 10 with my aunt. Shout out my aunt Tanya. She introduced me to like Rakim and Kane and all that. You know what I mean? She was heavy, she was into the music, kind of tough. And you know what I mean? Like, she used to be around Heavy D a lot. So, she was just she put me on to a lot, just, hearing her in her room and you know what I mean, her playing the music and her putting me on. And then like the first CD I ever bought was Doggy Style. You know what I mean? And a lot of East Coast people can't front, like especially in my era, you know what I mean? Like that Doggy Style, you know what I'm saying? That was like the first, that was hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, even coming from New York, I fucked with Biggie and all that shit, but that Doggy Style was the first shit I copped. But I guess what really made me love hip hop though was fucking the Floor to Flaw and fucking Who Got the Props and fucking Bucktown. That shit made me just like, yo, I love this shit. You know what I mean? I just love the music. Like I'm a fan right now before I'm an artist right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a fan of the music. You know what I mean? Like my peers that's putting music out, I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll promote their shit before I promote my shit, which is not, which I know is kind of uncanny, but you know what I mean? I'm just a fan of the music that much. You know what I'm saying? I love to make it too, but I'm just a fan of it. Like I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm just here to make my music, man, and that's it. Timeless shit too, like not just music that's going to hit because of a certain wave that's going on right now. Shit that's going to last. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say. I think if I had like somebody asking me how to rap, I would tell them to. I would say listen to him. I like I'm saying your shit is really nice. So let me know, how did you even develop your craft as an MC?
Man, I mean, truthfully, all right, so I'm part of a group, you know what I mean? Shout out my guy P. You know what I mean? He's not really active no more like that, but he still got it. But truthfully, you know what I mean? Like I was dibbing and dabbing in it, but I wasn't really serious with it. And then, my partner, he was serious, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the MC. Like he was like I'm still a fan of him. You know what I mean? Like that's one of my favorite rappers right there. My partner P. Shouts out to him. And I was trying to get him on at first. And then, we kind of split up because he got locked up and I did what I had to do. And you know what I mean? When we came back together, I was like, are you still rapping? He was like, yeah. But he was like, yo, I'm not gonna rap unless you rap with me. You know what I mean? So, I just kind of like, I was like, all right. And I just kind of like, develop my style through that. You know what I'm saying? Like just, just playing with the words and, you know what I mean? Knowing what I know and, taking my influences and, you know what I'm saying? Picking and choosing what I want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I developed my shit, man. Just, I just kept writing and I don't even have a sound now. I just write to the beat. You know what I mean? Whatever the beat tell me to write, that's how I write it.
Now, who are some of your other influences? You was talking about the Doggy Style earlier.
Right. Shit. Grand Pooba. I gotta say Grand Pooba. You know what I'm saying? Sean. Black Thought. I don't want to rhyme like him, but you know what I'm saying? He's just an influence. You know what I'm saying? Camp Low. You know what I mean? Fucking Souls of Mischief. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, everybody in that kind of category. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say, speaking of Sean, we just had we had Burn on the show a little while ago.
Oh, nice, right. Oh, yeah. Dope. Big sis.
I heard this a story. he hit you, how y'all met on Twitter, through Twitter or something?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I already knew him through the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew him as Ruck through the hood. I didn't know him, but I knew of him as Ruck. I didn't know Sean P was the rapper too. You know what I'm saying? But I knew about Street Ruck. You know what I'm saying? I knew of him. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. I used to see him in the hood all the time. You know what I mean? Because you know Burns lived right around the corner from my block, and he had moved over there. And I used to see him all the time and shit. And this was before, you know, I even knew he was Sean Price. I just used to say, oh, that's Ruck. So, you know, I was never, like, you don't approach Ruck in the street. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you, yeah, like, that ain't no music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't be approaching Ruck in the street. You know what I mean? So it was just like, when I found out he was Sean Price, I was like, oh, shit, that's Sean Price. You know what I mean? Like, you know, me and my man, he was actually doing some kind of battle, like judging a battle, like that was right around the corner. And that's how we kind of bumped into him because we was looking at the battle on tape and we figured out who he was because they played Heartburn after that. And we was like, yo, this shit fire. And we was like, yo, that's Ruck. That's Helter Skelter. Like, oh shit. So I seen him in the store one day and I happened to have a CD on me that me and my man, you know, we just did. The shit was called First One's Free. So I seen him in the store around the corner. And it's a store called Cookies, you know what I'm saying? We call it a cookie store. So I seen him in the cookie store and I said, what up? I gave him a CD and he looked at me, you know what I'm saying? He looked at me, he looked at the CD and he was like, is this raps or is this beats? Right? So I hesitated like a motherfucker because I already know if I said raps, he would have tossed it or he would have did some crazy shit. I don't know what he would have did. But I said, you know, yo, it's raps. He looked at me again and like he looked me up and down. I was like, all right. And he took it and walked away. You know what I mean? I left my number on there and everything. I ain't hear nothing from him. So then 2 weeks later, one of my you know, my big homies and shit, my nigga Rich Low, Humble Steve, he be chilling with him and shit. I ain't know that they grew up together. That was his man. So he was in the crib chilling one day and he just seen me on the block. He was like, yo, Ram. I was like, what up? He's like, yo, I was in the crib with Sean and he was playing his shit. And I was like, Sean who? He was like, right. He was like, Sean Price, nigga, that nigga was playing shit. And I was like, yo, I know these niggas. That's my little nigga from the block. And Sean, he said Sean was telling him, you don't know these niggas. So then, you know, he told me the whole story. And I was like, word? So I was like, all right, I ain't going to rush it. You know what I mean? I ain't going to press him just because he was playing my shit. So I'm going to let it ease for a minute. And I just got Twitter and I just started following him. So I started, you know what I mean? He was just saying some shit on Twitter like you always do. And I was just like, fuck it. I was like, yo, how much for a feature? You know what I mean? Because I had interacted with him like one time. And the one time I interacted with him, he had took a picture of Cookie Store. And I was like, and I typed Cookie Store. And he was like, exactly. So that was like my way in right there. Like that. He didn't, you know what I mean?
He know me.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So I like maybe a week later, I was like, fuck it. I hit him on the Twitter. I was like, yo, how much for a feature? Son, the nigga hit me back and he tweeted $199. Right. So I looked at that shit like, yo, this nigga is hilarious, right? So I kind of stared at that shit for a minute because I ain't know, because he hit me so quick, I ain't know how the fuck to respond to that. I was like, damn, $199. I was like, nigga, I hit the nail like, nigga, I'm coming over right now. So the nigga followed me on Twitter and then DM me his number. So I called him. We chopping it up over the phone. He was like, yeah, come through. So I came through, my nigga, and like the rest was history, you know what I mean? Like I came through, we smoked mad weed. I gave him and he didn't even want the $200 at first. Because after he heard the song and what I wanted and shit, and you know, he heard our verses, he's like, nah. And I was like, nah. Take the 200, you know what I mean? He was like, all right, I'm gonna take my wife out to the movies and shit. And I was like, all right, no doubt, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I even left him some weed there. And I left weed by mistake. I left like a quarter of some loud shit. And I just left it by mistake. And the nigga called me. He was like, yo, you left some weed here. And I was like, nah, keep it. And I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? So we just developed a relationship just through that. And like, my nigga, he didn't do the feature till like 3 months later. But I was over his crib like every day. You know what I mean? And we developed like a relationship that was just way more than rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, It was way more than rap, my nigga. That's way more than rap.
What's like some of the most important things you learned from him?
Free ain't free, and everybody ain't your friend.
That's the main one.
That's the main one. You know what I mean? And that he was applying that to rap, but that applied to life too. You know what I mean? But he was just basically like, you know, niggas not your friend in this shit. You know what I mean? Simple as that. And free ain't free. You know what I mean? Nigga might want you to do something for free, but that don't mean it's free. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just because you do something for free, that don't mean you did it for free neither. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of tricks in this shit, so you just got to be aware and know what you're doing.
And I would say, what would you say as an MC? What is your story? Like, what do you try to get across in your music?
Oh man, I just try to make good music, man. Like, I don't really personalize my raps too much, or you know what I mean, try to give you like a whole inside glimpse to my life and how I grew up. I just try to make everything relatable and try to, you know what I mean, just make good music, man. Like I said, just make timeless music. Just make shit that 10 years later people can go back to and be like, yo, this shit's still rocking. You know what I mean? Not just in the wave shit.
I'm saying, what would you say, as far as hip hop songs, what are some timeless hip hop songs to you?
Some who?
Timeless hip hop songs.
Fucking what's that? I keep getting this shit wrong. Is it 90? It's 98 to infinity, 95 to infinity, right?
Yeah, 95. Yeah.
95 to infinity. That shit right there is fuck, yo. When that shit comes on, bro, I just like, yo, I lose. Like, I lose whatever's going on around me. I just like block everything out. That shit just like takes control of me, man. That shit is timeless. Like the floor, the fly is timeless to me. You know what I mean? Who Got the Props is timeless. Fucking Mary J. Blige and Method Man song, that shit is timeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bunch of timeless shit I can't get you off the head right now, but just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like old, like, it's basically all that 90s shit, man. All that shit is timeless, bro, because just the way it came in and how it's still resonating is crazy. Like the Mobb Deep, you know, Survival of the Fittest, that's timeless shit, bro. Like, even to some R&B songs, you know what I mean? Them Aaron Hall songs, and, you know what I'm saying? Old R. Kelly songs. I hate to bring that nigga up, but yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he ain't going nowhere. Shit, he a
right.
part of our life.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, people gotta, you know, he was part of us growing up. So, you know what I mean? Like, of course, I don't condone none of that shit he did, but you can't blame him. You can't just shit on the music. You know what I'm saying?
Then I want you to, man, I want you to talk about your whole discography a little bit, but you just dropped a crazy project, that compilation. You got a 36 artists on there. I want you to talk about that. I saw you had a few, you had RJ Payne, that's the homie, and I saw you had Shay on there. You got
right.
So let's talk about how you came about with that.
Oh man, so basically, man, shouts out to Nicole Porter, man. Retro P on Instagram, man. Like, you know, she's the boss of all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, she had the vision, you know what I mean? And I basically just brought the vision to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we was cool on Instagram, you know what I mean? Like, she supports all the underground artists, basically. You know what I mean? She likes what she likes. Like, she's not like a culture vulture or somebody who just, you know, just like liking every MC, you know what I mean? Like, she likes what she likes and she supports, you know what I mean? Like, she's bought all my vinyl and everything. So we was just talking one day about hip hop, and she said she was coming to New York. So I was like, yeah, you know, we can meet up. She wanted to get like a CD, a signed CD. So we met up, you know, we was talking more, and she said she just wanted to do something, you know what I mean? So, you know, we actually just came up with the, you know, Porterhouse thing, and, you know, she went and got made it a business. And I took it from there, man. I reached out to the MCs and I'm cool with, some that I got a rapport with. You know what I mean? She reached out to the ones that, you know, she got cool with through, you know what I mean, supporting them. And man, we just made a classic, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the artists, man, the 36 artists and the producers that just, you know, was with it. You know what I mean? Shouts out Big Ghost, because he don't sell his beats. He don't even do compilations. He don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So for him to even, you know what I mean, was like, yo, no doubt, I got you. That was like, It was cool, man. And the project is just crazy, man. We got a video dropping real soon, October 2nd.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit her
for
up,
that
man,
project.
'cause it's funny too.
Please
because,
do.
yeah, I'm a esports athlete, so I'm on a football team. But it's like
Oh,
it's computer shit. So it's like basically you create your player, but then you got to get drafted. Then everybody's like coaches, players, everything.
right.
But I play defensive end, and my name is the Porterhouse. So that's why I was like,
Oh
that
man,
shit crazy. Yeah, so my name Porter, so I go by the Porterhouse.
that's crazy.
So when I saw that
Right.
shit at first, I was like, who is this? And why we got similar names and shit? So I'm gonna hit her up now. I know what she is.
Yeah, you know, she's the first, underground woman CEO, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? She needs to be talked about and interviewed because her story is good, it's crazy, and her drive for this culture, man, and like, her integrity, man, is why I fucks with her. And it's why, what I mean? I think, we really want to make this into a staple.
Yeah, dude, I know a lot of people, man, because we got, all this stuff like you see all the protests and the Black Lives Matter
Right.
stuff. But
Right.
then at the same time, man, like I know like her, her, but then I know no. You got a lot of people, and then even I was looking at Duck Down. That's a white guy
Right.
that started that. So you got a lot of white people a part of hip hop that do a
Right.
lot and help a lot of
Right.
black people make money. You can't
Right,
front on
exactly.
that.
You
Yeah,
can't. You really
yeah.
can't. You know what I mean? Like everybody's not a snake, man. And even to that, man, like, all the culture vultures don't have culture vultures don't have a race or man. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Got a call. Culture vultures don't have a race or a color, man. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of vultures in this game, man. That goodness, sorry about that. So I keep calling. It's a lot of vultures in this game that has that look like me and you, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta every time somebody say culture virtual, I gotta shout out old boy because Kenyatta, because I had him on the show, the one that did the book with Dame Dash. Yeah, I had him on the show.
Nice.
You read that book yet? The culture virtual book with Dame Dash?
No, I didn't read that yet. No,
Yeah,
I didn't read that yet.
Cool. It was just cool because I like Dame. Dame just talking about his life story and stuff. It was cool.
Right.
But then I just want you to talk about some more projects you came out with.
Oh man, so this is the Porterhouse project right here. You know what I mean? We got vinyl, we got CDs. Go to porterhouse.com and check that out. But I just recently dropped this project right here, Poetic Substance. You know what I mean?
And you did the logo kind of like the movie.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And this is fully produced by my guy Vinyl Villain. And man, this project right here this is one of my favorite projects. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, I just I feel like I kind of like there's something a little different. There's something out the norm from the underground. You know what I'm saying, on this project. You know what I mean? Like I got a girl song on there. You know what I'm saying? I just got like a groovy song. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's just a well-rounded project. Even though it was only like 8 songs, I think it's just well-rounded. And that's all I try to do with my project is just make well-rounded projects. You know what I mean?
Then I want to ask you about Rugdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how that came about and what y'all working on.
Oh man, that came about, with Sean. Sean did the, you know what I'm saying, he did the song and the video called Rugdown. And I watched that shit. And that shit had me rolling. And one day I was just like I was just on Twitter, like, just bullshitting. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm fucking Rugdown. Like I'm fucking with Rugdown. And Sean was just like, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Rugdown. And we just we ran with that, you know what I mean? And Burn solidified it. Sean already had it in the works. Burn solidified it. And you know what I mean? Right now, we a subsidiary of Duck Down. You know what I'm saying? So it's Duck Down, Rugdown. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we do it right now. You know what I mean? Like I put projects out through there. And like my this project, Poetic Substance, wasn't put out through there, but Keep It Ville, which was done by produced by Alcapella, that was put out through there. Uganda Lunch Meat, which was produced by IMT2, that was put out through there.
Uganda Lunch Meat?
Yeah.
Crazy name.
Yeah, you gotta check that. You gotta check that project out, man. That was the first project. That was my first solo project I dropped. You know what I mean? After Sean died. You know what I'm saying? That was the first one. It's like an EP. It's like 7 songs, but that was the first official project I dropped, though.
Where did the name come from?
Man. So you know, Sean had a bar that was like Ugandan lunch me, I am Idi Amin. So I had a song. The first song I wrote to that was forgot the name of the song, bugging out. But the first song I wrote to that project, I had it was like I had one of Idi Amin in the shit. Like I don't even know why. It was just like Idi Amin was talking in the beginning. So after I did that first song, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call this fucking project Ugandan Lunch Meat. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, you know, old Deshaun, you know, that's kind of like me. Cause truthfully, I didn't want to, you know, like do too much Sean shit. Cause I didn't want niggas looking at me crazy. Like, oh, he trying to ride off Sean name, or, you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't want to cheese it out and make it corny, but I still wanted to rep my mans cause he did a lot for me that he didn't have to do. You know what I mean? Like, basically just even saying that he fucked with me, he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for him. So I'm gonna rep him all day. It don't even matter. Any way I can, I'm gonna rep him all the time.
Good. I would say, and then they was telling me to ask you about some of the DJs and producers you worked with. That you got an impressive list. People might not know about.
Oh man, it's DJ Skiz. Shouts out DJ Skiz. Shouts out Buck Wild. You know, I just did 2 songs with Buck Wild that dropped. Who else? Fame. Shouts out Fame. Fame he got more heaters, man. Fame is a slept on producer and MC. Big shouts out to him, man. Shouts out Al Capella. Shouts out Stainless. Who else, man? I wouldn't really say no one too big. Like I mean, except for like Buck Wild and Fame. You know what I mean? I ain't get to touch. I mean, Big Ghost. I got something with Big Ghost that ain't come out yet. You know what I mean? But I'm working though, man. I got some people I'm working with. Shouts out DJ Deadeye too. I got something with him.
Yeah, I had him on the show too.
Yeah, that's my guy. Shouts out Deadeye.
So what do you say next for you? Like what's your goals now for with your career?
You know, I got a few projects that's tucked. I got a project dropping late November with my guy Eddie Kane. Shouts out my guy Eddie Kane. If you're not familiar with him, get familiar with him. We about to go. That project's about to be crazy. That shit's gonna be crazy. I'm truthfully just working on this porterhouse shit, man. Like we got something else dropping before the year's done. You know what I mean? A nice little nice single. It's gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna love that. And we working on some shit for next year. And you know, I'm working on projects. And it's a lot of shit I can't talk about, but you know, I'm working, man. Just know that I got something coming out this year. I might have something coming out at the end of the year, and I got a lot coming out next year, man. A whole lot.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, keep texting us right now. Shit.
Nope is the home. Yo, man, shouts out Nope, man.
How you met Nope?
Through the internet, man. She came through when Sean died. She been was fucking with us and shit, but she came through when Sean died, and she was just, trying to help with our career, man. And she's just been a big help since then. You know what I'm saying? Any little thing that she was involved in, she's always reached out. You know what I'm saying, and tried to put us down. So big shouts out to Note, man. She's definitely a person that's a good person in the game, a good-hearted person in the game, because it's not a lot.
You heard you say ask about your brother's clothing line.
Oh yeah, man. B Gold NYC. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my big brother. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Snoop, he wears a lot of clothes with the B on it. That's our shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm kind of like the vice president of that company too. So I'm working, man. I'm working on angles, man. Then I got the web series with Illa G, New York Minute. I don't know if y'all seen that or if you know about that, but that's on season 2 right now. We're working on season 3 right now. And Illa G just dropped Fried Apple Juice. Shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout his ugly ass out real quick. But yeah, man.
What do you say your interests outside of music are?
Oh man, being with my daughter, man, being with my family. I like fishing. Fishing is dope. I love fishing, man. I love fucking with nature. You know what I mean? I do some reading every now and then, you know what I mean? I try to study my lessons a lot, try to stay vigilant with that. Um, that's about it, man. Nothing too much besides music.
What do you read?
Shit, I'm actually reading this shit right now. You know, shit like that.
Yeah, it's tight. Self-help stuff.
Yeah, self-help shit. You know what I mean? I actually just finished this shit right here.
Okay, that's tight.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I'm saying? I try to balance my shit out, man. Just a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't try to do everything black power, you know what I'm saying? But I do be on my shit too with that.
Then what advice would you give to new artists?
Man, just try to do everything yourself first, man. Don't always look for a deal, and don't always fucking, like, don't rely on one song, man. Like, you know, these artists, man, they like, most people is just trying to drop that one hit right now. Because that one hit, they get views and they get likes and they get endorsements and all that other shit. But the thing is, after that one hit, how many do you see last? You know what I'm saying? It's about just keep making music, man. Keep writing, man. A lot of people just don't keep writing. Like, they get lazy with the shit after a week. After like their first good week or some shit. Like, just keep writing, keep making music, stay humble, man. Definitely stay humble.
What would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Man, just, keep supporting, man. And if you don't like something, tell me, man. I'm very open to criticism, man. Like, I love it, man. I love if somebody say, yo, I don't think this was it. And I'll ask them, like on YouTube, I've been told, like, it'll be like, yo, man, don't fucking respond to niggas on YouTube. Why you doing that? And like, man, it's my shit. You know what I'm saying? I go on YouTube and I respond to everybody. If niggas say, yo, this shit trash, I ask them. I don't go crazy. I'm like, yo, I appreciate the view. But, why you think it was trash? Was it the beat? Or was it the way I flow? Was it what I was saying? You know what I mean? And I've actually changed a few minds because I was just humble. Like, I wanted to hear their real opinion. You know what I mean? And after after I responded, you could tell it was just hate, or they just being a troll or some shit. Because it was like, oh, no, it really wasn't that bad. It's just, I just don't. They get to the part to where it's like, oh, you're just talking about killing and selling drugs and all this other shit. I'm like, oh, that's cool, I understand, but did you listen to the whole project? The whole project is not about selling drugs, and this is just one song that you heard. Maybe go check the project and check the whole project out and feel the vibe, and maybe you might like, you might hear some other songs that's not about what you don't like. You know what I mean? So, and I've changed this, man. He's come back. He's actually hit me, follow me in my DM, and like, yo, man, I apologize for the YouTube shit. Yo, the album is crazy. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? So, like, I've changed hearts because of that, because I've actually just spoken with them, and yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't like just a fucking dickhead, or like I'm fucking above to speak to somebody on fucking YouTube commenting on my music. Like, the fuck? Of course
You want them to comment on it. Yeah, it's weird. You want them to comment on the shit, but
yeah.
Comment on, you don't reply.
You don't reply. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here with that corny shit. Like, I'm not the ego nigga, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a fucking ego. I don't care about none of that shit. Like, I will post music. I talk to niggas. I answer all my DMs. You know what I mean? Unless it's some stupid shit you just asking. But other than that, man, I just like, yeah, like, I'm not that type of dude, man. So, yeah, man, I fuck with everybody.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
No doubt, all day, bro. I appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, you want to give me your social media?
No, no doubt, man. Just follow God, man, and look up Rem on all streaming platforms, man. That's it, man. Don't follow me, man. I got enough crazy followers now, man. I'm good. I don't need 10,000 and all that dumb shit.
You said follow God, huh?
Follow God, big. Follow your God, man.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.